Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Breakdown Besties podcast. I'm Ananya,
I'm Akshay.
and we are your besties who have breakdowns all the time. Together, we'll be breaking down some of Bollywood's biggest and best scripts for their craft and cultural commentary over the years. Together, Akshay and I have a combined experience of 14 years writing for Bollywood across some shows which you might know, like Mismatched, Wedding.com, Rana Naidu, Inside Edge, and a bunch of other stuff which I wish y'all could watch but got stuck in development hell. And the film we will be breaking down today is Band Baaja Baaraat, written by Habib Faisal and Maneesh Sharma, directed by Maneesh Sharma, his directorial debut, bringing us the foundation of Bollywood films, Bollywood rom-coms into the way we know them today. The best way to analyze any story is by looking at whether it hits the beats of your classical hero's journey, right? Because your hero's journey is since your Greeks and everyone else before them, they were telling stories almost instinctively by hitting these beats, these emotional highs and lows and all of that. So the first test of any good film is, does it meet the hero's journey beats? And I think this film does a pretty spectacular job of hitting all those beats, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. There's a very clear, definite goal set from the very beginning. They have the rising action, you have your midpoint, which is very clear, and then you see the falling action after that, and then the way the culmination happens. The arcs are very clear. Like, it's not subtle. Let's just
No,
say
no,
that.
no. It's not subtle. No, but we're not known to do subtle in Bollywood.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
which is great. So, it keeps you engaged emotionally. So, The Ordinary World, for example, I think the opening montage with the song really sets it up well, where
Yeah.
you see that he's in college, he's a bit lackadaisical, he doesn't really have any goals. And you understand that he's a people's person. He's always wheeling, dealing between people, hustling. And she is this bright, peppy, she's a girl's girl, she has her girl gang, but she's ambitious, she's a nerd, she's sitting alone in the classroom and smiling. She has her book.
Yeah, she has the scrapbooking thing going on in the opening montage, which is very interesting because in the
Yeah.
beginning I was like, what is this? Like, who is making scrapbook in college? Like, I didn't do it in school also.
Yeah.
Only to later see it's her vision board of sorts.
Thoughts, yeah. A vision board of her future, dreams of her business, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the meet cute, which is your inciting incident, your call to action, happens fairly quickly after that,
Hmm.
where I think they've established character really well too. And we can come to that when we talk about the scenes. But I think that meet cute is very classic in terms of,
Very classic, and it's like instantly like their chemistry, that and
yeah,
like who they are as people and what they're looking for. Like he
yeah,
is like that jugadu boy, like just having fun in life, trying to figure out what
yeah.
else to do, like where to get the best food from
Food
today.
from, yeah,
And whereas she is like, oh, you cannot do this. I'm at my job. I need to do this well.
yeah,
Like that difference is automatically like great, like banter.
yeah.
Banter for romantic comedies are the absolute must. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they just fall flat.
Flat, yeah. And you have to kind of begin with both of them on the wrong foot, right? So she instantly catches him as a gate crasher, and he instantly is trying to like work himself out of the situation by saying, no, I'm from this side of the family, or no, now I'm from like the videographer. And he does it very successfully, which sets up his character well too.
Yeah, like it flatly.
Hmm.
He is gonna put out a fight. He is gonna try and prove like he's right even in the wrong situations. It comes across as like
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
somebody like who has the gift of the gab. He can think on his feet.
Quick thinking.
Huh.
Yeah.
So all that really comes in handy. Like they're never inconsistent with their character that way.
Mhm. Yeah, so the meet cute, the inciting incident works really well, and it is perfectly in line with the genre. And then we have the refusal to the call to action, which is the next step in the hero's journey, which is again very clearly done because Ranveer's character Bittu, pursues Shruti, and she's just like, nope, I have this business, I have this goal, and प्यार और व्यापार एक साथ नहीं जाता है.
Hmm.
So very clear refusal of the call to action, which I enjoyed.
I enjoyed very much, and And it's so clear, like that's the distinguishing thing about this film that, you know, she is business. He wants to get in this because he found her cute and like he can think something can be done about this. But she is
Yeah.
like closed off. She's like no love business at all. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. And the next one is meeting the mentor, which is your next step,
Hmm.
which I think they've again done really well. They've in fact changed the trope here. So Ranveer forces himself into like being in partnership with her, and
Yeah.
then she's like, "I'm gonna train under this great mentor, Miss Chanda," and Miss Chanda ends up being someone who's like in all businesses, she's taking her cut, and she's taking her cut from, and they say that fuck you, we don't need this mentor, and they leave this mentor when they realize what kind of person she is, who tries to throw them under the bus when she's caught for her, misdoings.
Yeah, and very interestingly, like even though the call to action is here, like Anushka's character says that I don't want this and I'm gonna do this, but she wouldn't have gotten this job if he didn't use his like Jugadu energy here. Like he is
Yeah,
the one who
yeah,
gets her this stint.
yeah,
So it instantly like bonds them as partners, that we instantly know that they're gonna be a good business team. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
so that what propels the arc even more forward. Like it's not independently done, which is like the
No,
point of the movie.
movie, yeah. They've used the characters well with each other.
Yeah.
And then crossing the threshold, I think they both, this point is very clear. They both literally cross the threshold by leaving a wedding where instead of working with a woman who has no values and who's dishonest, they're like, nope, we're starting our own business. Bye. And they walk out. So they're crossing the threshold, they're into the new world, they're going to take this on. And they immediately get into like, what is our first wedding? And they use their first contact, a small person in Janakpuri, and they get their wedding started.
It can seem when we discuss about hero's journey that it's all so plot driven. What this film does well is that they make it character driven so fast. He says that, oh, let's not do this wedding. But she
Yeah.
says that, oh, we have to start somewhere.
Somewhere.
So
Yeah.
even though like you move the plot forward in the journey, they use characters so well. So,
Yeah.
and that's key to like an enjoyable good film. That
Yeah.
they
The
both
marriage of, yeah.
the plot and the character have to go hand in hand. It cannot be one thing or the other.
Exactly. Yeah. And they've used that well. They use their character to further the plot.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, their allies and tests and that segment of the hero's journey where they find one wedding after another wedding. They have minor challenges, but they work together as a team. Their relationship grows. They become like friends with each other. They get to know each other. And then we come and they get their big wedding. They go from doing local mohalla weddings in Delhi to they finally landing one in Scenic
Um,
Farms. And that takes us to near the midpoint of our film,
yeah.
which is when they've had a successful wedding at Scenic Farms. Everyone is celebrating post the wedding, their big fat check, having made 15 lakhs each, which is pretty good.
I'm like,
Uh,
really? Really? Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Like,
Actually, they made 60 lakhs. They
yeah.
put 30 into the business and then 15 each. Like, itne margin hote hain tumhare.
Yeah. Like, chalo, the actual business of the film is flawed only because when they're convincing people like we give 6 months to a wedding, and I'm like, y'all have done 26 weddings, but in 2 years, then like, amazing,
Suspension of disbelief.
amazing.
This is
I
very, yeah.
I love this because my biggest problem in writing is that logic should never kill the fun. Uh,
Yeah.
and I think this is a great example.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. They've just said, ki, believe this if you want to come on this fun journey with us. And we went on it.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
totally.
Yeah. They're all celebrating. Everyone, the rest of the crew clears. It's the two of them. And the two of them finally kiss and sleep together. They hook up the moment everyone is always waiting for in a rom-com. You know it's going to happen at the 50% mark. And then obviously everything goes to shit from there because Anushka's character Shruti has a sudden some being like the pragmatic woman जिससे जो प्यार और व्यापार एक साथ नहीं जाते हैं उसको प्यार हो जाता है.
Yeah.
And then there's Ranveer who's like, bro, what's up with you?
Yeah. There's such a boy reaction he had. Like he had such a boy reaction. Like, huh? Like,
Feelings.
yeah, feelings. Do that also come in the picture?
And then she realizes at this point that as she builds up like ख्याली पुलाव बहुत ख्याली पुलाव पकाती है, she's like, भाई इसको तो मुझसे प्यार नहीं है, but I'm in love with him. But साथ में business चलाना है. So let's like do this. But Bichara Ranveer, he calls what they've done a kand, even as she tries to like act normal about it. And that's when shit starts to hit the fan. That's when they go into the next stage, which is the ordeal, where Anushka feels like this man doesn't respect me. He doesn't value the night we shared together. And that's affecting the work they start doing together. Their teamwork starts collapsing.
Yeah.
And finally, it comes to a breaking point where she's just like, "ये कांड था तुम्हारे लिए," and he's like, "अरे," and the two of them have a fight, and the business is dismantled.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And then you go to the next bit, which is the two of them trying to launch their own businesses and falling apart, which is the continuation of the ordeal.
Yeah.
And they both are in debt. They're not able to do very well with their business. But the reward comes in very soon, where a businessman, Mr. Sidhwani, wants them as a duo to plan their daughter's wedding. And that's their reward, and they don't have a choice. They both have debts to pay, so they're forced to work together. Very classic, again, pushed together to work.
Yeah.
And they do that. We get onto the road back, which is where the both of them are working together. And here we reveal something important, that Anushka is actually getting married.
Yeah.
And Ranveer thinks that she's doing this to get revenge on him because she's like, oh, because I didn't love you back, because you fell in love with me when we slept together. And she's like, bro, I'm not a child. You didn't fall in love with me. That's fine. But I'm not going to make my whole life decision based on revenge. Like, what sort of self-involved person are you?
Yeah. Yeah. And again, done very nicely in the sense like, again, comes all from character. Like, they
Yeah.
tried to set it up again that the revelation doesn't come across as like just too on the nose or like too sudden because they've set up like she's on phone calls regularly.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
scene and they have also done from a plotting point of view. And
Yeah.
and him also trying to prod information out of her and the way it comes and then his reaction to it is so
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah. Yeah. And that comes as our resurrection, right? When he finally realizes that, okay, I'm actually in love with her. I don't want her to get married. He goes, he finds her, he does all his big grand gestures, which we'll talk about, and wins her back.
Yeah,
So,
That's their wedding. That's their wedding. And where Chanda comes back,
did she? Does she come back?
She comes as a wedding guest. She does this
Oh.
like
Okay, I
you know, they have that scene where all characters in the movie are coming, walking the aisle,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she's one of them.
Oh.
They bring everybody back. They bring back the police inspector, everybody back.
Okay, I need to watch it. Like I'm watching end credits, like I'm watching a Marvel film. Like Bollywood is no less.
Yeah, they used to do amazing film ending sequences. We'll talk about it sometime later.
Sometime, yes, episode 356. So yeah, this is the summary of the hero's journey and some important plot points, which I think the film hits really well. So the story structure point of view, they have nailed it. 10 on 10. Great film to study from that point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, I think. So if you like what you saw, we'll be doing this every week. So like, share, subscribe.
And please post questions, engage with us. Anything you have, put it on the comments. We'll definitely reply. We're more than happy to talk about movies.